Good morning. It is 8:14 a.m. on Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. I'm Christiana Ellis, and my hair's doing this. This is 5 more minutes. Fortunately, I am working from home again today rather than going into the office because I was moving a little slow this morning. Stayed up too late last night. We had a good session of Dungeons and Dragons, but it didn't actually go that late. Instead, we just got to chatting afterwards. We stayed up definitely too late. Um, we're talking about ghosts. Um, I don't think I want to necessarily take a lot of time to recap that, but suffice it to say, my personal take on ghosts is that while I don't believe in them, I don't entirely disbelieve either, just on the basis that, like, I don't know everything. I think that most examples of supernatural are probably attributable to other things, especially just given how malleable our own memories and senses of perception can be, and just all sorts of other tendencies of the human brain. I think probably that explains an awful lot of supposed ghost sightings, but I don't know. I'm not the sort of person who would steadfastly pound my fist on the table and say, "No, it's impossible. No, cannot be." But I've not been persuaded either. Then again, I mean, I know people who say they've had personal experiences with ghosts. I mean, I can't. Rocket's being a weirdo. Are you being a weirdo, Rocket? He in case anyone's curious, his response was to look back at me with an expression kind of like, no. he's, he's a very silly boy. I mean, one downside of my current new camera mount, actually, that I did not anticipate is that it is no longer as easy for me to just grab the camera and point it at something else. Oh well. Um, Let me briefly talk a little bit more about. Oh, no. Okay, here's what I'll talk about: video games. That's it. Yeah. No, so I'm a little bit in a dilemma right now with video games, and only in the sense of which game to like focus my time on, because there's so many, and it becomes a question of when your limiting factor, as it is for many adults, is time rather than money. Uh, it becomes relevant, I think, to say that you make your video game decisions based on different factors. And so I generally find that the games that leave me feeling the most satisfied once I've played them, not just for a session but for completion, are the ones that have like a significant, substantial story to them. For a couple of reasons. One, just because that kind of energizes my brain juices. I like stories and that sort of thing. But another element of that I think is that I appreciate, okay, is that you know when you're done, right? When you have played a story game to completion and it has the end, then yeah, okay. But like something like, just as an example, Tetris, like when are you done playing Tetris? And that's not to say you wouldn't have fun while you're playing, but it's just because I feel like that almost by definition becomes a game where you play it until you're bored of it. instead of actually theoretically enjoying it all that time. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not, I didn't plan this discussion, so I don't think I'm being very coherent about it because I haven't even gotten to the crux of the issue. Is that right now, and I'm trying to decide between two games that both have a story. But yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I think I actually need to just get to work. So, congratulations, everybody. I have not completed my thought, and that's because it is not yet complete in my own brain. So, maybe I will know more about what I'm talking about tomorrow when I talk to you for 5 more minutes.